Here's me in the audience at Seth Meyers, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get free tickets to a live taping of Late Night, all in under 5 minutes. Okay, so even though tickets are not guaranteed, I followed this step-by-step process and got tickets my very first try. My wife and I were at Seth's first show back with a studio audience on October 11th, 2021.
And I cannot stress enough to everybody here, this is an office building. People are trying to get work done.
As a quick side note, in case you didn't know, Late Night tapes mid-afternoon in New York City, so if you can't make it to Midtown Manhattan at that time, probably not the best idea to request tickets. Okay, here we go. Step 1 is that you need to create an account through 1iota. That's the system that handles the ticketing requests for Late Night. Tickets are released at a specific time, so you'll want to make sure that your account is set up well ahead of time so you're not wasting precious time once the tickets are released. It's important that the person requesting tickets is actually able to attend the show because they check IDs at the door, so you're not actually able to request tickets on behalf of someone else. Okay, step 2, make sure that you follow Late Night Seth on Twitter. That's where they announce when tickets are going to become available. Tickets are usually released a few weeks to a month ahead of time. For example, tickets for December 2021 were released on Friday, November 4th. From what I understand, it's almost always at 12 p.m. Eastern and usually on Thursdays. The Late Night account doesn't always give you a huge heads up, so for the last ticket release, they just let people know the night before it happened. And that brings us to step 3. Once you know when the tickets are scheduled to come out, you want to be on the 1iota site, logged in and ready to go about 10 minutes before the scheduled time. There's a specific 1iota page for Late Night with Seth Meyers, which I'll link below. You also want to make a list of dates that could work for you to attend the show. Seth only tapes on weekdays, so if you're in town over the weekend, your best bet would probably be trying to go see Saturday Night Live. And if that's the case, you can check out my video on how to get tickets for SNL right up here. But the thing is, you won't know ahead of time which days in the following month they'll be taping shows. For example, you could know that you're free to attend a show on Friday, January 7th, but it could turn out that they're not actually taping on that day. Sometimes shows go on hiatus for a week or more, so it's good to have a few backups on different weeks. So obviously that's a lot easier to do if you live in the greater New York City area, but if you don't, getting tickets is still possible. Okay, step 4. When it gets to about 11:58, you just want to start refreshing the Late Night 1iota page. And usually when it gets to about 11:59 and 30 seconds, the page will refresh with all of the available dates for the upcoming month. And as fast as you can, you want to go and select your top choice. You'll get to select how many people are in your party. I think they give you the option of 1 to 4 people. And again, you have to be one of those people attending. Sometimes it'll ask you why you want to go see the show, and as far as I know, that doesn't play a huge role in determining who gets tickets, but it might be a good idea just to think through a quick sentence you can type out just in case. And then if you have time, you can go back and request tickets for your backup date, just in case your top choice doesn't work out. And the reason why it's important to do this so fast is because the waitlist for these shows fills up really quickly. Sometimes within 1 or 2 minutes, a date will say the waitlist for this show is full. Okay, and the final step is just waiting to see if your ticket request is granted. So if you've successfully completed the steps up to this point, it means that you've made it onto the wait list, but you don't officially have tickets just yet. What you can do is go check your email right after to make sure that you got a confirmation email about being on the wait list from 1iota. They'll release actual tickets to the wait list on a rolling basis, and that can usually happen anywhere from a few weeks out from the show all the way up to the week before the show. Usually you'll get an email that says your ticket request status has been changed from wait list to available, and that's when you can go in and confirm your tickets. And at that point, you're good to go. You'll need to go in and list the names of the other people in your party, and once again, just as a reminder, you need to be one of those people. And here are a few other things that are good to know. One is that there's no way to choose your seats. They kind of assign it randomly once you get there based on your party size, although I do think arriving to NBC on the earlier side does help if you want to sit generally towards the front. The second thing is that guests for the show are typically announced the week beforehand, so when you're requesting the tickets, you'll actually have no idea who the guests will be at that point. And here's the last thing. There's also a standby line for Seth Meyers, which is where they pull in people in case there are no shows, but that's a much less guaranteed way to get tickets. If you're interested in that, I'll link information about that in the description below. Right now, the show does require proof of vaccination for audience members and also for them to wear masks throughout the taping of the show, but obviously that could change at some point in the future. And if you have been before, the fine print does ask you to wait 6 months before attending another taping. But hey, if you found this helpful, please consider clicking subscribe right here, and if you want to see more, I made a video comparing my experience at Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, Trevor Noah, and Stephen Colbert, and you can watch that right here. And if you have any questions about the process, please let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and good luck getting tickets.